Hi there. Good evening. Hope you had a great day. I'm back today with number 15. Or is it 14? I have to remember. I think it's 14. Sorry. Okay. Well, today I have an interesting article for you. At least I thought so. I think you will too. Because it's something that we do all the time without realizing it. The title is, If You'll blank, then I'll blank. So you can fill in the blanks whichever way you want. Okay? Have you heard this often? Somebody telling you, if you do this, then I'll do that. But if you don't do this, then I'm going to feel like this. Have you said it often? Do you think it often? Hello, whoever's out there watching. Good evening. How are you? Well, this simple sentence is a contract that is often unconsciously created with people, and it can have a disastrous effect on your life. I give the example of a friend that was telling a person about her husband and the fact that they had a weekend together without the children. She was telling me, or her friend rather, that if he brought her flowers, that is her husband, if he brought her flowers and took her out to dinner, then she would feel loved and cared for. Guess what? He didn't buy her flowers or take her out to dinner. He decided to sit in and read the new Harry Potter book. Now, what do you think that did to her? Well, she felt rejected, unloved, unhappy, and had a generally miserable weekend. And of course, he, the husband, was oblivious to all of this and had no idea what he had done wrong. It would have been simple if she had just told him what she expected, right? But we do that all the time. It says, everyone creates unconscious contracts from childhood through adulthood. You create conditions which rely on other people to perform certain actions in order for you to feel certain emotions. In fact, you often create the contracts with people and you don't even tell them about it. Like this woman with her husband. If she had just told him, maybe he would have done all those things, right? Because he knew she expected that. So how on earth are people meant to meet conditions if they're not aware of them in the first place? So if you do blank, then I will feel blank. If you don't do blank, then I will be blank. I witnessed a mother the other day shouting at her son in the supermarket, and she said, if you don't behave, then no one will like you. Now what a fantastic contract that put on that kid, right? It wasn't good. What effect would it have on an adult saying something like that? But you cannot make anyone else do anything. You can't force people to do the things that meet your conditions. You have no control over anyone else. The only person you can control is you, yourself. If you're going to make these contracts with people, then tell them. You'll discover your relationships improve immensely because of that. Also, you may find these contracts are made more often because at least they're being aware of it. And the other person can attempt to meet it, right? So at least let them know. They can't read your mind, but you can tell them. Watch yourself and see how often you say, if you blank, then I'll blank to yourself. Sometimes we're thinking it, right? With the other individual. If he's going to do this or if she's going to do that, then I'll do this. It says, do these contracts make your life better or worse? Stop making these contracts that make you unhappy and start making contracts that make you feel great and improve your life. So how can we do that? It says, what if you had a contract with everyone that says something like this? If you are yourself and do whatever you do, as long as you harm no one, then I'll like you. Do you think that would make you feel better? What do you think? Removing these contracts allows you to practice acceptance. You can accept people for who and what they are and what they do. It allows you to get on with these people better, stops you judging them, and stops you from allowing them to hurt you. Accept the people around you for who and what they are and remove the contracts that you used to have. So make up a new contract, like the one about liking everyone, as long as they're themselves and not hurting anyone, right? It says, you will find that the quality of your life improves because you're not allowing them to hurt you anymore. So I think it's a great idea. Change the contracts, because I've done it plenty of times. If you do this, then I'll do that. So it's much better if we just say, be yourself. As long as you're not hurting anyone, I'm going to like you. Okay? Well, I hope you enjoyed this article. I thought it was great. So I hope it's helping you. And I hope you have a good rest of the evening. I'll be back tomorrow with tip number 15. Have a good evening. And thanks for watching.